Hey everybody, it's Jeff, Aromatics. Well, it is that time of year when everybody talks about their top, top 5, top 10, their top lists of the year gone past. So this is going to be my entry in not necessarily my favorite or the best tobaccos of pipe tobaccos of 2024, but just tobaccos that I found were notable. And because a lot of these tobaccos that I'm going to mention actually aren't really new, and they're not necessarily my favorites, but they're just ones that I found caught my attention this year, and I started smoking them a lot more than I did initially or in the past. So yeah, that's what this video is about. So it's pretty much 5 notable tobaccos. I have a couple honorable mentions, and then I have 2 tobaccos that I found were disappointments. So it's kind of rare for me to. I'm usually a pretty positive reviewer, probably to a fault, where I think, I pretty much either review stuff that I like or I just am a little bit overly positive. But there's sometimes that I might have rarely do I initially make a mistake and say that I like a tobacco when it's bad. But there's a couple of times when I've done that, and I have corrected that in the past, and I will do that again today. So okay, I guess the first tobacco that I will start with is this tobacco that I'm smoking right now, and that is Warhorse Bar. Now this is one that I've always liked, but I just really found myself smoking it quite a bit this year. It really kind of just struck a chord with me, and it just has everything that I like. It's got a nice strong topping. It's also a nice strong tobacco, and it just kind of got that old school kind of pipey, you know, aroma and taste. Kind of hits all the right spots. Dumb later. Come on. Although, if you do like it, now would be the time to stock up on it, because since Sutliff is not going to be around much longer by the sounds of it, the Warhorse Bar will probably go with it. So if you like it, you might want to stock up. I know I should probably buy some because I don't have very much left either, but we shall see. Okay, so the next one on my list would be Savinelli 145. Now this one is made by Cornell and Deal, and I've had it for a long time. And I think why I didn't smoke it a lot at first was it wasn't what I expected. I was expecting it has the dark fired florets in it, so I was expecting it to be like a cigar-y, a strong kind of dark fired type blend, but it's not at all. Actually, it's just basically a fairly standard Virginia Perique. But the twist that I like with it is that it's really got that bergamot kind of tea flavor. That lemony, orangey type of flavor that really stands out. One bad thing is it does kind of dissipate if you keep the tin open for a long time. It kind of does fade away a little bit, but it's still a really good vapor on its own. I know that there's a couple people out there that kind of dismissed it, but I think it's a decent, great hot warm weather vapor. I really had a great time with it this summer. It's just a little bit on the astringent side. It's kind of strong, not strong, it's kind of sharp tasting. So if you don't like sharp tobaccos, it's probably not going to be probably up your alley. But if you like Virginia Periques and you like the idea of bergamot, orangey, citrusy type flavors that stand out, you might like it. In the same vein as that one, although it's burley based, it still reminds me of it. It's got that same kind of astringent, fairly strong, fairly sharp taste, and that is Cornell and Deal's Redburn. And Redburn is a burley based blend, and I think it's got some Kentucky in it as well. And the topping is rum and molasses, but that's another one that kind of turned me off at first because I was expecting it to be a real old school sweet burley, and it's not. The rum is there. You can definitely smell that. That's the standout. But the molasses, you can't really tell it's there. At least I can't. It's mostly the rum there. So it's very astringent. It's very sharp. It's strong. It's not a real deep nutty type of burley. But once I got past that and I started smoking it again, I liked it for what it is, a nice strong full flavored tobacco that's got some burley and some more of those sharper non-smoky type of dark fired flavors that I really like from time to time. Another one that I always liked, but it really stood out to me as well was Waltham's Watch City Cigars Waltham Broken Flake. Excellent, dark fired, burley, but still burley forward. The Kentucky is there. It's fairly stout, but not. It's still a nutty burley. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of an interruption. It is a family gathering, so I had my brother and my sister-in-law just show up. But we're back again, and so where was I? Yes, Watch City Cigars Waltham Broken Cake. Now this is, yes, another really good burley blend. So it's, yes, pretty much just a nutty burley, but it's got some Kentucky in there. It's definitely flavorful. Yeah, normally tobaccos that are sourced from Sutliff I find kind of mild, but this one, it really hits the spot. So yeah, all right, so my next tobacco on my list would be my final one for my top 5, or my 5 notable tobaccos. This one I've had forever, and I've always enjoyed it, but for some reason it's just actually, especially later this year, I've been smoking quite a bit of it, and that is Gowith and Hogarth's Dark Bird's Eye, just the straight shag. I think it's just because I've been smoking my these smaller cob pipes, and they just seem to smoke certain tobaccos a lot better than some of my other pipes, and the Gowith and Hogarth's Dark Bird's Eye really pops in those pipes. So whenever I have those pipes and I'm smoking that, it's been a really good experience, especially when I'm in the mood for a cigar, but I don't want to actually have a cigar. That tobacco seems to really hit the spot. So a couple of my honorable mentions. One of them that I've been enjoying, that was another one of those tobaccos that I think at first I was expecting something different, and then now that I just like it for what it is, I really enjoy it, and that is Bald Headed Teacher from Four Noggins. Now this is it's burley forward, but it's got a little bit of Latakia and a little bit of Red Virginia. So I think what I was expecting was just a real burley type of tobacco, but it was, and a little aromatic topping as well. But it has the Red Virginia, and at first it wasn't as burley forward as I wanted it to be, but lately I'm really enjoying that. Like once you smoke it down the bowl, you get into that Red Virginia, and it's just a real nice mix. I don't know what it is. It's just once the expectations were gone and I just started smoking it for what it was, I enjoyed it a lot more, and that's a real great, if you like a burley with a little bit of a sweet aromatic thing going on, and some Latakia and some Red Virginia. It's just a really good blend. Another one I found myself smoking and enjoying was Scarecrow by Cornell and Diehl, or Warped Scarecrow, and it was one of those ones that at first I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I could, because I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. It's kind of one of those ones. It's not quite a full aromatic. It's not quite tobacco, a tobacco. It's kind of, I didn't really know where it was, but I don't know. It's just another one that this summer or this year just really hit. I really enjoy the complexity of it. It does have a good backbone of tobacco, but it's got interesting flavors of caramel, apple or popcorn, or caramel popcorn, as well as some kind of candy apple thing going on. It's a crazy mix, and it's got some strength to it. So that's a really good tobacco I was enjoying. And the last one, another one I've had for a long time and never really paid much attention to, it never really stood out, was Five Brothers Burley. Now, I think it was just, once again, it was the pipe. Once I started smoking it in a smaller cob pipe, the flavors would really pop, and it just got this really interesting kind of black pepper thing going on with the burley, which is weird. You never really get a black pepper with a burley. Sometimes you'll get a pepper with a Virginia, but not a burley. But this one does, and sometimes when I just want a straight, no nonsense smoke, that one just hits the spot for me. So last but not least, 2 disappointments that I think at first I kind of liked, or I really wanted to like, and then they ended up just falling flat for me. The first one was, believe it or not, Watch City Cigars. It's a Watch City Cigars blend, which is usually pretty good, but this one was the American Cut Plug. I initially kind of liked it. I liked what it was going for. I love the cut, but I just found that it's so mild and flat that I just was getting, I wasn't getting the flavor I was wanting to get out of it. For a burley, you want some strength, right? But it's just so mild that I tried smoking it over and over, and I just found that it was just kind of a boring smoke. So kind of disappointed with that one. I really did want to like it. And another one that's just been a disappointment, and I really wanted to like it too, because once again, I love that cube cut type of tobacco, and that was the, yes, the Cop Flame 1919. It sounded like great on paper. It's got a great cut, unique, good type of tobaccos, burley and some Perique. But once again, it just fell flat. Doesn't have much flavor, and what flavor it does have, it's just not that good. It's not really that sweet, or it's not really that tobacco forward. It just really doesn't have much going. So kind of disappointed with that one. Anyway, those are my tobaccos for notable tobaccos for 2024. So what are some of yours? Let me know in the bucket below, and I'd be interested to know. So hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you on my next one. So till then, Aromatics, signing out.